evaluating him every single day this week. They were hoping he would be a go. He took part in warm-ups. I caught up with Coach Wells prior to that. He said he may be with his teammates, having fun out there. And guys, for our movie buffs out there, Coach Wells used the analogy, it's like Days of Thunder. When the driver went straight through the smoke, that's what their running back can do when he's at full speed.
Well, right now he's through the injury, Harry. Off we go, Arizona and Kansas State. In non-conference play, the game was scheduled way back in 2016, so it's a non-conference game, but they are Big 12 opponents. And Noah Fifita, the quarterback for Arizona, a young man who was so dynamic 2 years ago, trying to get back there, and he stayed in part because of his relationship with the head coach Brennan and the offensive coordinator Dagey.
Yes, Seth Dagey said he sees a lot of himself in Noah Fifita. Undersized, they want to be the best, they work hard, and they don't do it for the individual glory. They just want to see their teammates be successful. He has been really good at distributing the ball. 12 receivers or tight ends caught the ball last week.
He is empty here on first down. They sent Mahdi, the running back, out wide as part of that 5 wide receiver, and Fifita will be decisive. He will run. He calls his own number into a slide across the 40-yard line. They'll put it all the way back at the 40, and we'll give you the starting lineup for the Arizona Wildcats. Some movement on the offensive line. They might play up to 7 guys on the offensive line, including Tapa Atotai on the right side, who came back from injury last week. This is a throw and a catch for Nunu Watley. He is Javen Watley, given name. He's been Nunu as a nickname for a long while in his life, and he can take the top off the defense.
Oh, yes, he can. You look at his yards per catch. He has over 200 yards receiving, and they love getting him ISO'd on safeties and nickelbacks.
Bunch of throws to start this game. Chris Hunter, very reliable junior out of New Orleans, against a Kansas State defense that was on the field for more than 80 plays last week against Army.
Yeah, when we talked to Toby Osunsami, he said, you know, we just got to play K-State defense. We got to run to the ball. Guys like Austin Romaine, who's a tackling machine, VJ Payne, who's been a staple for this defense for quite some time. You're seeing them have to deal with this tempo, getting to the line, running plays quickly. Communication isn't at an all-time high for them.
For an Arizona team that only averages 66 plays per game, here is Mahdi weaving his way through that run defense across the 40 into VJ Payne. Arizona feels like through the spread, they can do some damage today.
Yeah, they know that K-State's was on the field for a long time. This defense was having to deal with all the misdirection, so they want to keep that pressure on them today.
It's another throw. Fifita has the tight end, Sam Olsen. And one note here, Kansas State has not seen heat like this in Manhattan all year long, so that later in the game could be a factor.
Yes, it could. I mean, listen, right now my chest is sweating. My shirt looks real bad because that's how hot it is, and it's probably 20 to 30 degrees hotter down on the field, Jason.
I thought you did like a triple pike before we came on into like a pool or something.
I do like to do the pool stuff.
That's nice. Yeah, right before the game. First down for Arizona at the K-State 25, and a blitz shown. Now Fifita will get to survey again, and it is a run for him. Quarterback power for 3 yards or so. Hey, when you see that defensive player come up to the line, what's your process for a quarterback?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm telling my center, hey, man, next time snap the ball so we can get a free play, throw it down the field, maybe catch a touchdown. The penalty's not going to, any interceptions don't matter. But as a quarterback, it allows you to diagnose the defense, understand what coverage they're in, who's blitzing, who's not. And Noah Fifita used it beautifully there.
We saw Des Purnell up at the line, the veteran linebacker for Kansas State. You hear Fifita say, listen. Talking to Mahdi now. Couple of claps. He does finally get the ball. Fifita throwing wide side. It is incomplete. Quay Moss on the coverage of the New Mexico transfer Luke Wysong. It was there.
Yes, it was. We talked to offensive coordinator Seth Dagey this week.
Off number 59.
Ooh, another penalty.
Second down.
That is the 13th false start or holding penalty against Arizona in this their 3rd game, Robert.
Yeah, this offensive line has to play better. We've talked about this all week in our production meetings where, yeah, they blew the last 2 teams out that they played, but right here you're going to see Topa toe tie, fresh off of a knee injury from last year, and that's a typical throwdown of the defensive linemen that we've seen the refs be calling consistently. They don't want to see them throwing those D linemen down and then landing on top of them.
Fifita. And on the way through, that was batted. It was Alcorn Crowder who got a hand in there, and let's see what they say. The arm was moving forward. They're going to say the ball was on the ground, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, you're going to see right here, is that hand going forward when he makes this throw? That is close, Jason.
They're going to call it an incomplete pass. The clock was moving. I thought for sure they were going to say that was incomplete. Wysong covered it up, but the clock didn't move.
It's a good eye by you right there to catch that.
Yeah, they're going to stop play here. Let's see.
The previous play is after further review. Ruling on the field was an incomplete pass.
I think that was a clear recovery by Wysong, but we'll hear what Mike Pereira has to say. Mike, what do you see on this play?
Hi, guys. To me, I like it as a forward pass. The whole issue is the hand. Did the hand start forward with control of the ball? And to me, he does have control. And then the hand just barely goes forward. But watch it here. Moving forward, then it comes out. To me, I think the call on the field was good, and to me, in replay, it should stay as an incomplete pass.
So it's about what the hand was doing, the arm was doing before the contact, yeah?
Forget the arm. It's got to be the hand, because sometimes the elbow is moving forward before the hand, and so that's why in the book they changed it at one point from the arm to the hand. So that's the only thing you focus on with control.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. We will see what they have to say. Any further questions for Mike while we have him?
No, Mike, just with it being ruled an incompletion, don't they also have to go back and see what time was on the clock to make sure that the time is correct?
Yes, it actually should be. The clock should read when the ball strikes the ground. Now, you don't make the timing adjustment, though, in college to make that correction except in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter and the fourth quarter. So there's really no correction here.
Thank you, Mike.
All those precious seconds mean something.
That was
JB.
a change a couple of years ago as they tried to tighten up the game time.
The ruling on the field is upheld. It's an incomplete pass. Third down.
Okay, so we've just lost 15 seconds or so together, but we'll get over it. It is third down coming up, and Kansas State's defense, though Arizona was cooking here, now has a third and long, and the defensive coordinator, Joe Klanderman, does like to blitz.
Oh, yeah.
What does he bring here on third down, do you think? Third and 17.
I believe Joe Klanderman is going to bring what he calls a simulated blitz. So they're going to bring pressure from somewhere, drop it from somewhere else. Don't want the quarterback to be able to identify who is coming. I learned a lot about this when I played for the Baltimore Ravens.
Spivey in motion. It's a throw on the screen. He's got it to Nunu Wadley, who doubles back. Wadley chased by Purnell, and he'll get strung out at the 29-yard line. That is Zayshawn Rich, who ushers him out of bounds, and a nice stop for Kansas State on a drive that looked very promising.
I haven't seen one of those since high school. You know, running all the way back across the other side of the field.
A lot of steps.
A lot of steps, and he did break some ankles there. Just didn't get the first.
Michael Salgado Medina, who is their punter and field goal kicker, will boot it from 47. He has hit from 52 this year, and that is well wide. No good. Arizona zeroes out the opening possession. And that gives an opening to Avery Johnson and this Kansas State offense that was just off the field for another 4 minutes. They're itching to go when we come back.
Why do it? Why make it harder on yourself? Why put it on the line with so much at stake? Why would you dare? You could give everything you have and still lose. But my question is, what if you don't?
Marathon is rewarding fans with savings of up to $1 per gallon. all by earning rewards on every gallon and on select in-store items. Making every pit stop and snack break worthy of a celebration.
Score.
The more you fuel up, the more you score with Marathon Rewards. Marathon, the official fuel of the Big Ten.
A superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line, powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Now just $19 a month for 1 year, guaranteed. Stream, scroll, browse, and connect with great coverage, plus unlimited hotspot included. That's a top-tier network at a budget-friendly cost. But you already knew all that, didn't you? For a limited time, get Visible for $19 a month for 1 year, guaranteed.
The Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
This game's gonna be about heart.
I'm fired up.
Going deep. Got it!
Fox College football is sponsored by Verizon. It was a visit last year to the Little Apple that was 7-7 at the break, but Kansas State broke out to a 31-7 final score. And you wonder, how much will Avery Johnson run the ball in this game as Kansas State visits Tucson for the first time since they won their first ever bowl game back in 1993. You remember the Copper Bowl back in the day. Kansas State's first bowl win, it's hard to think about that. Their first bowl win was in 1993. Bill Snyder built this thing in the last 30 plus years, and now a very proud program tries to recalibrate as he drops it off. Johnson does, and Oakley is absolutely swarmed. Max Harris, the transfer, hits him after 2. What do you want to see from Avery Johnson tonight, Robert?
I know we've talked about Avery Johnson running the ball. I don't want to see him force the run. I want to see him just